Boker Tov. We continue with the 3 minute dose of Torah, looking at chapter 4, Mishnah 2, Daled Beit in Pirkei Avot, a teaching of Ben Azai. And stop for a moment and ask this question about how we who feel overwhelmed by so much in life, and we're told you got to prioritize. You got to you can't do everything, and prioritize just the important things, or the ones that bring you joy, depending on who's giving you the instructions. That's how you make your priorities in life. What about in the realm of mitzvot? So I don't know. You would think you would say, I'm just going to focus on a few biggies. And that's honestly, there's a truth in that, and there's a wisdom in that. And yet Ben Azai warns us: Haveratz lemitzvah kala uvareach min ha'avera. You know what? Make sure that you run to do even the light mitzvot. Don't just run to do the mitzvot which you say are the biggies. Run to do the small ones too. And flee from sin. If you're going to be using your energy, use it to flee from sin. And that's because the following. Shemitzvah goreret mitzvah. Because mitzvah pulls along mitzvah. V'avera goreret avera. And sin pulls along sin. Sheschar mitzvah mitzvah. It's interesting whether it's the same point and a variation or it's a separate point. The reward for a mitzvah is another mitzvah. U'shachar aveira aveira, and the reward for an aveira is another aveira. Or, alternatively, the reward for your mitzvah that you performed is the mitzvah that you performed, and that should be reward enough. And the punishment for your sin that you committed should be just you sitting with the fact that you committed that sin. So I think it seems as you read this, it's a separate point from the first one. What does he mean by mitzvah gereret mitzvah and avera gereret avera? That one drags along the others that are akin to it. You know this. You know the answer to this. You put yourself in a certain type of zone. Let's start with sin for a moment. You put yourself in a zone where you're allowing yourself to succumb to a temptation of any kind. But let's not make it the biggies. Let's make it, some small temptations. When you sort of release yourself. You release yourself from the usual holds that you have, and you do one thing, so then it's going to lead to others. That's the standard realization. That's what happens. We're afraid people kind of unravel with all the protections they've set up for themselves about addictions and who knows what else. That's how it works. One avera drags along other averot. You're pulled back into your enticements. And the same thing is true for good deeds, everybody. For good deeds, God's deeds and good deeds. You do one, and you know what? This feels good. I want to do another. There's some endorphin, whatever that's been activated, and you want more of it. And so decide which one which endorphin path you want. You want the one that activates. I want more sins like this, or you want more virtuousness like this. He tells you the answer. Grab them. And grab even the small mitzvah opportunities, because they'll help you get the bigger mitzvah opportunities, and you're going to feel really, really good at the end of that day. Today, grab every mitzvah you can. Have a great day.